Hey guys, happy Friday to everybody. So today I'm going to do a Friday favorites for you guys because there were a lot of products this week that I have just loved using. As you guys may have seen earlier in the week, I did a new beauty basket for the next couple of weeks, and so I've been using some things that just have been really great, and I've actually gotten lots of questions in the videos that I've posted this week about what I've had either on my lips or on my eyes at various points. So I'm just going to share that information with you guys today. So one of the first items is the Laura Mercier Artist Palette for Eyes. So this was a special holiday package that came out this last December, and I have fallen in love with these eyeshadows. I think they're absolutely beautiful. Now, some people have said that they are sort of patchy on them and just don't apply very smoothly or aren't very blendable. That has not been the case for me. I think they're absolutely beautiful, and I've really enjoyed using them, and I've gotten lots of compliments from you guys and lots of questions about what I've had on my eyes, and a lot of times it has been shadows from this particular palette. So I really enjoy this. I hope to be able to do more tutorials with this because I know a lot of people did pick this up this past holiday season, and I just think there's a lot of really great options in here. So this was definitely a favorite this week. Another favorite from this week in terms of eyeshadow. So I put a couple of drugstore items into my beauty basket to be able to do, and I'm actually wearing this today, and I've worn it one other time this week. It is the L'Oreal Infallible Bronze Taupe eyeshadow. So it's the pressed pigment one. There's the cap. And like I said, I have this on my eyes today. This is all that I have on my eyes. I use this all over my lid and really packed it on. I apply these with my finger. And then I applied a little bit on a blending brush and then just use that in the crease to sort of blend things out a little bit. I really like the way that turned out. These are absolutely beautiful. I have quite a few of these that I've picked up in the past, and they're fantastic. Probably one of the most pigmented drugstore eyeshadows that I've ever used, other than a lot of the Wet n Wild singles and trios. So I really enjoy this one, and I think this is a great color for anybody who has either blue or green eyes. It's just very, very flattering, and it really kind of makes your eyes pop. Two blushes, two drugstore blushes that I sort of rediscovered this week are the Happy Booster blushes from Physicians Formula. So I have actually used both of these quite a bit, especially the natural. I don't know if you can tell, but there's definitely a dip in there. So that was the natural. This is the rose. I haven't used the rose quite as much, as you can tell. But these are really nicely pigmented. I really do like Physicians Formula products. I think that they probably do some of the best job on the different face powders and blushes for the drugstore. And I picked these up when there was all of the hype going on a couple of years ago, and I actually purchased these when Physicians Formula put out those $5 off coupons, and I just printed out probably about 10 or 15 of those and purchased a bunch of products, and I'm really glad that I picked these up with that discount. I think that they are definitely worth the price in terms of a drugstore blush. They're very pigmented. You actually want to be sure to tap your brush off after you swirl it around. I also like the fact that there are several different colors that you can sort of concentrate your brush on if you want a slightly different effect. And they have sort of a satin finish to them, so they're not overly shimmery. They just look great on the skin. So these are definite thumbs up for me, and I really enjoy using these. So for high-end, I've also been using the Tarte off-the-cuff Amazonian Clay Cheek palette. And this was another thing that came out during the holiday season this last year. I really do enjoy these blushes. I have another Tarte palette. I'm actually looking at it right now because I have my camera propped up on it. That has 4 Amazonian Clay blushes in it, and so I've used them before, and they're absolutely beautiful. They are so pigmented. Today I'm actually wearing this color right here, and you really want to be sure to tap off your blush brush before you apply that product, because you will look like a clown very quickly with these. So the amount of pigment is absolutely amazing. They're beautiful. If you pick this palette up during the holiday time and you sort of put it off to the side, grab it, because it's like we are starting to get into spring. Maybe not necessarily. Most of the country is covered in snow right now, but we are heading that direction. And I've noticed that a lot of people are starting to lean towards more spring colors with makeup, as well as, you know, nail polish and stuff like that. So people kind of have that spring fever. And this, I think, is going to be a great one for around that time, because there's two really beautiful blushes in here that I think would be fantastic for spring. This sort of really peachy one right here. I don't remember the names of these. Stella crumpled up my little overlay thing for this, so I don't know the names. But I do know that this one is Doll Face, and that's a beautiful, just bright pink. I've worn that as well. And it looks like I haven't used these at all, which is so funny, because like I totally have been using it, but you just need so little. You literally like tap your brush in there and you're like, whoa, I have way too much. So this is going to last me forever, but I think this was definitely a great investment. If they come out with another one of these during the holidays this coming year, I would definitely recommend picking one up, because I think I paid $45 for this, but I used my 20% off coupon. Totally worth it. Totally worth it. This is a little random, but this is one of my L'Oreal Feel Natural Light Softening Blush, like little free brush things. What an awkward sentence. Anyway, this is the brush that came with that particular blush, and I have heard so many people mention just in the last couple of weeks, I've been watching quite a few videos, that they suggest using this as your contour brush, because it's very similar to the shape of the NARS, is it Ita brush? I would never pay money for that brush, because I have actually been using things like this in my professional kit for contour for years. Like, I don't know why I never thought to like share that information with you guys, but yeah, I have a ton of these in my professional kit, because they just do work so great for like just creating that like very sharp contour. And it's easy then to also blend it out. I normally use like a fluffier brush to something like this to blend it out a little bit more, but this definitely works great. Like if you are looking for a contour brush that is similar to the NARS Ita, definitely go through your different blushes and see if you have something that works. This one is actually really soft, so I have, I think, 2 or 3 of these in my professional kit. So I just grabbed the one out of the blush that I grabbed for my beauty basket and have been using that this week on myself, and it's been working great. I purchased the Laura Geller Balance and Brighten again this past month, and I've just been using it nonstop, and I love it. This is just absolutely one of the best powder foundations that I've ever used. It is so creamy. It provides a good amount of coverage. I love it in combination with my Sarah McNamara Miracle Skin Transformer. This is definitely a more expensive product, but I think it is so worth it, and the combination of these two together is like, it's holy grail status for me. Like, I love the look that this gives to my skin. The mascara that I've sort of been playing around with this week is the Buxom mascara, and I'm trying to, okay, it is called the Sculpted Lash Mascara. So I have another Buxom mascara that comes in a package similar to this, and it has that same rubberized brush, but it doesn't have the fun S-curve that this brush has. So when I first saw this, I was like, oh, that's so gimmicky. Like, there's no way that that would be super helpful, but it's incredibly helpful, you guys. It is so much more ergonomic to have a brush like this, because it's easier to get at the different angles of your lashes without having to like do like awkward, like, you know, contortions to be able to get at your lashes. So with like the straight across brushes, like, it's always a little bit tricky. And in fact, with most of my brushes that I pick up at like the drugstore, I automatically put a little bend into, it's not as strong on this one, but I put a little bend into the bristle part so that it conforms a little bit better to my lashes. So I have been enjoying the heck out of this, and again, I'm not one that necessarily focuses a lot on high-end mascara because I do think that there are some great drugstore options that you don't have to spend a ton of money on. So I'm glad that I got to try this. This is absolutely something that I would consider purchasing in terms of high-end mascara because it is just so easy to use, and it gives you really, it's a very clean look to your lashes. Like, it's not going to do a bunch of lengthening, it's not going to do a bunch of volumizing, but it's kind of that more like natural everyday type of look that is just really flattering on most people's lashes. You know, I'm not someone that likes the clumpy look. I like my lashes to literally like individually like be separated, and I don't like things sticking together. I don't like anything that looks goopy or basically looks like tarantula legs. Like, I don't want my lashes to look like that. And this just is so easy. It takes me not very long at all, a lot less time with this particular wand because I don't have to spend all this time like separating and like getting extra chunks of mascara out. So yeah, I really do like this guy, and if you're looking for a high-end mascara, this is definitely one to try out. So it's the Buxom Sculpted Lash Mascara, and again, this was just a mini that I bought with a holiday set that I got on sale. Let's talk lips. So lots of questions this week about what I've had on my lips. So it has been either of these two combinations. So MAC Blankety, which is just a pinky nude, with NYX Butter Gloss in Creme Brulee on top. So this, which is actually what I'm wearing right now. Or it has been the Essence Creamy Nude Lipstick, which is another pinky nude, with the Lorac Couture Shine Lip Gloss in Retro. And this is what I was wearing in the beginning of my house hunting video that I posted, I think on Wednesday of this week. If you haven't seen that, I'll link it down below. I was also wearing eyeshadows from the Laura Mercier Artist Palette for Eyes in that video. So those have been my definite standout products for the week. I would love to know if there's anything that you have fallen in love with this week. Let me know down below what it is. And I just wanted to address really quickly. So yesterday I posted a video about putting myself on a pretty big spending moratorium when it comes to beauty products. And a lot of people were asking me if that is going to include candles. So I actually typed out the specific rules in the info box or the description box below the video, and I did mention in there that it does not include candles, but I thought I would just sort of tell you guys that I have decided that I need to use a lot of the candles that I have right now. You know, if we were potentially moving at any point this year, it would make more sense for me to just burn them up now rather than moving 50 pounds worth of candles to another house. I'm sure the room in the moving truck could be used for something else. But what has really helped me make that decision is the fact that Bath & Body Works has increased their prices again on their candles, which I really don't agree with, and this is just a little rant on my part. But the burn time on the candles is significantly less than what it used to be, like by like 25%, like a lot less than the candles used to be. So I feel like the quality has definitely gone down for me, and they just keep jacking up the price. So it used to be that it was 2 for $20 and then it went to 2 for $22. Now it's 2 for $25, which isn't that much of an increase, but it's just irritating to me that they are still increasing the price of a candle that doesn't burn nearly as long as it used to. Like, I would think, like, if you're going to cut the burn time, cut the price, you know. That makes more sense to me, but, you know, I will probably still, especially during the fall time, continue to purchase a couple of candles here and there, only because I really like the fall time scents from Bath & Body Works. But I am not going to frivolously go every time that they have the 2 for $22 special, or now 2 for $25, and just pick up a bunch of candles for the sake of like hoarding them. So I'm going to put a little bit more thought into it, but it's not something that I'm going to be like harshly restricting myself on. Hopefully that makes sense. That might seem like a cop-out. Probably actually is. But, you know, everybody has their vices. I think that the amount of makeup and beauty products that I'm cutting out for this year will leave some room to purchase a couple of candles here and there. So anyway, hopefully that answers any questions that were lingering out there for you guys. I'll link that video down below. It's kind of a longer vlog. I talk too much. I'm fully aware. You guys don't have to watch the entire video if you don't want, but basically the gist of it is that I'm giving myself $350 for the remainder of the year to purchase on, you know, to use towards purchasing beauty items. So anything from makeup to body care to hair care, stuff like that. The specific rules, again, are listed below the video, so I'll link it below if you guys are interested. Yeah, let me know if you have any questions, and remember to leave me a comment below about what you have been loving this week. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.